It started with a look I wasn't meant to see. A look that lasted too long. Too warm. Too different. At first, I told myself I was imagining it. People's eyes wander. That's normal. Isn't it? But then the laughter changed. It was lighter with them. Heavier with me. Conversations with me became shorter. Filler words. Half smiles. Like we were just keeping up appearances. And with them, it was constant engagement. Shared jokes I didn't understand. Stories I'd never heard before. I noticed their body turning towards them when they spoke. The way their shoulders angled. Subtle, but deliberate. It's strange. How you can feel someone's loyalty leave before they've even walked away. I didn't confront it. Not at first. Because once you name it, you can't unknow it. I thought. If I just stayed quiet, it might pass. But then came the night it shifted completely. We were all there. Laughing. Talking. Drinking. And suddenly, the attention that used to be mine was theirs. Fully. I became background noise in my own relationship. And the worst part? I let it happen. I smiled. I nodded. I even laughed at the moments I wanted to break. Because saying something would have made me the problem. Would have made me look jealous. Paranoid. Unstable. So I stayed silent. And silence became permission. They stopped touching me in the same way. Stopped seeking me out in a crowd. Stopped remembering the little things that once mattered. I told myself I was strong. That I could endure it. That this was just a phase. But inside, I was shrinking. Every day. A little smaller. The night they finally crossed the line. It didn't look like a betrayal in the movies. No slammed doors. No shouting. Just a slow fade into someone else's orbit. And me. Standing there. Still smiling. I never said no. Not with words. Not with action. Because deep down, I thought maybe if I let them go quietly, they might come back. They didn't. And I learned something brutal. Sometimes you lose someone long before you lose them. And the real wound isn't the betrayal itself. It's realizing how easily you let it happen. It's strange how quickly things can change when you don't expect them to. One moment, everything feels familiar, safe. The next, it's like you're living in a room where someone quietly moved all the furniture. They don't tell you it's happening. They don't announce the shift. It's just different. And you can feel it. The way they look at you isn't the same. Their eyes linger a little less. Their voice softens in a way that no longer belongs to you. You can't explain it, but you know. It's not about paranoia. It's about patterns. The human heart notices when something precious is gone. Even if the mind is still pretending everything is fine. And when it happens suddenly. When they switch without warning. You're left suspended in this strange, dizzying place. Half holding on, half wondering if you're already too late. The betrayal isn't always physical. Sometimes it's the emotional migration. When their warmth drifts somewhere else. When their inside jokes no longer include you. That's the kind of shift that breaks you quietly. No shouting. No obvious crime. Just the slow withdrawal of presence. And here's the hard part. You don't always fight it. You think you would. But sometimes, you freeze. You tell yourself not to overreact. You tell yourself maybe it's nothing. Maybe they're stressed. Maybe it's just a phase. So you swallow the discomfort. You laugh along. Even when it stings. You choose silence. Not because you're okay with it. But because you're terrified that naming it will make it real. That silence is a heavy thing. It becomes a kind of consent you never meant to give. They don't hear your heartbreak. Only your compliance. And over time, you start questioning yourself. Was I not enough? Did I miss something? Is this my fault? The truth is, it's not about being enough. It's about their choice. And choices are quiet until they're not. You start to notice how your world becomes smaller. Your voice feels less necessary. Your presence less desired. And the hardest part is realizing you didn't stop them. Not because you didn't want to, but because in that moment, you didn't know how. You were too busy trying to hold on to what was left. This is the part most people don't talk about. The self-blame. The endless replay of moments where you should have spoken up. The way you turn against yourself before you even process what happened. But here's the truth. Freezing is a survival response. It's not weakness. It's not permission. It's your body protecting you from the immediate pain. And while it feels like you failed yourself, sometimes that pause, that silence, is the space you need to gather the strength to move forward. The change comes when you stop punishing yourself for that moment. When you realize that not saying no then doesn't mean you can't say no now. You start to reclaim the small things first. Your voice. Your boundaries. Your sense of what you deserve. You learn to notice the signs earlier. You learn that your feelings are not overreactions. They are information. And you have the right to act on them. The pain of the switch without warning never fully leaves. It becomes a scar. But that scar can teach you to see more clearly. To trust yourself more deeply. Because the real transformation isn't in getting them back. Or in making them regret it. It's in rebuilding yourself so fully that no silent switch can ever dismantle you again.